and welcome back. And this one is a bit of a different topic that I'm presenting on. You probably, or maybe you don't remember when life was so much more simple, when life was so much easier. Can you relate to this? Comment below if you can. I'm not sure. Is this something that makes sense to you? Was life ever easier than it is now? And if not, why not? If so, why not? What is it that dictates the difference that makes the difference in your structure of reality? Well, there are many facets to this question. I think the definition of ease is the beginning, the definition of simplicity. I know I've often thought that I wanted my life to be a lot simpler and easier. But is that what I really want? I spoke about it in a previous discussion that we need challenge to be in flow state. So they say anyway. So, do you remember when life was easier? And what exactly was that ingredient that made it so simple? I can think of a few different aspects myself. I would really love some collaboration on this one. So go ahead and comment below if you can think of what are those missing ingredients that make things easy, that make things simple, that make things just less complicated. I think it's often the case that we will tell ourselves and again get stuck in one of these narratives that, you know, it's all the stress now. I'm a grown up and that means that life isn't as simple. But you got to remember, when we're children, speaking to you as a child now, go back 5 and 4 or even before 4. There's a lot to work out. The world is a pretty scary place. So, you know, if you don't know left from right, your alphabet or times tables, or let alone the fact that, you know, the pot on the stove is hot, I'm sure that's not really a simple life. But then again, we're getting to awareness, aren't we? Is it perhaps that the things that you're not aware of that you perceive that make your life simple? It's not necessarily true either, because if we move to the present day, the things that you're not aware of are really the reasons why any problem exists. For instance, I can think of a client that mentioned that I could certainly share this in a case study capacity. If you're not aware that the stress or the fact that you're miserable at work, that you hate your job so much, if you're not aware that that's the reason that your back and your hip aches every night while you lie in bed, if you're not aware of that, and if your unconscious mind is trying to tell you through giving you a pain in the back or a pain in the neck, there's a metaphor there, you know, organ language. But if there is something that's a thorn in your side, metaphorically speaking, and you're not addressing it, not dealing with that, that lack of awareness might compel your unconscious mind to cause a level of discomfort that could take you out of that situation. So what is it that makes life simple or easy? If it's not a lack of awareness, is it an extraordinary amount, an extraordinary capacity to be aware? A heightened awareness. There's a flip side to this too, isn't there? I know that, working in the context of anxiety and helping people resolve it permanently day in, day out, I see patterns that emerge. And one of those is, the part of the mind that if we have a trauma or a prolonged period of stress in our lives, there's a part of our mind that goes on hyper alert and then becoming hyper vigilant perceives everything as a threat. So now there's this heightened awareness that doesn't necessarily make life simple either. Until, of course, that part of the mind is taught that everything's safe and okay, and it can go back to its regular guard duty of not thinking that every knock on the door is the Gestapo, metaphorically speaking. And again, bringing in that same factor, if it's hyper awareness that doesn't make life easy, what is it? Comment below if you can think or you want to add to this thought. I have a particular belief that I subscribe to. It's kind of like a two-sided equation. On one side of that equation is being aware, and on the other side of the equation, it's having balance inside of that awareness. Where in your life could you have more balance? I want you to ponder that for a while, because I think inside of that awareness and balance seesaw lies a lot of answers. Thought-provoking, yes. This is Matthew Tweedy of Matthew Tweedy Hypnosis. Matthew Tweedy Hypnosis website, Facebook, Instagram, of course, the Power of Practice podcast. Saying ciao for now and keep growing and evolving.